Sorry, I thought the next installment of the Denise tutorial would be out by now, but I just haven't had the time, so I thought, hey, what better way to keep everyone happy than to answer a few questions? So the first question I've got is from RedFox420, and he asks, how much air pressure do you use, and how much thinner? Thanks for your vids. Def helpful. Redfox, mate, I like to use about 30 to 35 PSI, and I use either Spectratex or Createx, and I normally reduce my paint about 30%. Straight paint from the bottle, 30% reducer. Math2492 asks, how much do you dilute your paints? And XD, guys, help me out. What the hell does XD mean? I see this everywhere, XD. What is that? I dilute my paints about 2 to 1. Depending on what part of the artwork you're doing though, so if you're doing the fine features in a face, then I'll definitely have it diluted 2 to 1 or even 1 to 1. So this means 50% or 30% reducer. Like I've said before, you want to get it the same consistency as milk or even a little thinner. Oxter Cobra says, I got a YouTube account just so I can subscribe to you. It's not a question, but I just wanted to throw that one in there. Thanks, mate, I appreciate it. Dork999 asks, I just wanted to ask why you use drops of white with your blacks. I thought you said never mix black with white unless you're making grey. Basically, Dork, the thing about black and white is that they do dirty up colours. So if you're doing automotive airbrushing, then I would never recommend mixing black with white. Just don't do it. You don't need to, don't do it. If you're doing illustration work, you can break the rules. However, that area that I did for the eyes, that was grey. It just had a tiny bit of green. You can break the rules and mix black and white together and you get a more opaque colour, but it's definitely going to be dirtier. And you'll just see at the end of your artwork, it just doesn't have the vibrance that you can get out of airbrush colours. Magna the Magnificent. I was wondering if you have any tips or tricks to avoid clogging of the airbrush, especially with opaque or white colours. Yeah. Look, the only thing I can recommend is that you find a brand that you like that works well with your airbrush. So I find the Wicked Detail whites are an excellent type of white, and I always over reduce these. If you're getting too much tip dry, put more reducer into your paint and increase your pressure. I always see people saying put more reducer and reduce your pressure, but I'd say if you're having tip dry issues, increase your pressure and increase the reducer you're using in the paint. Alright, that was a mix between okay and alright. Hadn't quite decided what I was going to say, so I said alright. Anyway, I just wanted to answer some questions, just to educate you a little bit, and for anyone that asks the same question in future, I'll point you straight to this video. Thanks for watching Airbrush Tutor. Take care now.